And just a note to watch out for your expiry dates on your Cliff Bars, because apparently 2019, not very edible.
30% organic, 70% granite.
After 2 years. So yeah, make sure you go through your stock of Cliff Bars on a regular basis. Morning folks, Mike here, and welcome to another episode of a one-day through hike. Last week, or just a few days ago, I wrapped up the Brantford to Hamilton Rail Trail, and today is going to be the Caledon Trailway, which is another old railway running from just outside of Terra Cotta to Tottenham. And I'm out with Buddy Paul.
Morning, everyone.
And today is going to be about a 40-kilometer hike. Wish us luck, and we'll check in a little bit later as things progress. See you out there. Might be a little hard to see, but there's a little bit of a ravine and stream down there. Just to give you a shot of what we've done so far. So far, very typical rail trail, very flat, crushed gravel, but a lot more trees and kind of like a bit of a forested area that we're going through at the moment compared to the Brantford Hamilton Rail Trail. Yeah, quite nice so far. So we saw the top of this structure from the trail, which is just past where Paul is right now. So we came down to check it out. And it looks as though it's some kind of drain. But if I go back up here a little bit, huge concrete barrier. So what we think is that this wall is in place so that when the water comes out in force, it doesn't just shoot right out and hit all the vegetation, and it's kind of somewhat controlled. Now the question is, if that pipe is for just like a storm drain, or if we head back up. I had taken a couple pictures of some kind of a old factory. Not quite sure what it is. So now that we're a little closer, not sure how close I can get. There we go, a little bit better view from the other side of the fence. And according to the one sign, it is, first of all, that and the Brampton Brick Company. And what Paul and I were mentioning, or if you notice the stack, actually all of them, they're not actually connected to any one of the buildings. They're all separate, so you know that there's something underground. It would be pretty interesting to see the inside. Now, back to the trail, folks. Just a quick check-in. We just crossed through Cheltenham, and as you can see, still got quite a few trees, which is quite nice, keeping the wind out of our faces. Still a little cool, maybe about a whopping 10 degrees. But still a lot nicer than the Brantford-Hamilton Trail, I think. Just another quick check-in, but we've come across what used to be a trestle of some kind. Unfortunately, you see a big drainage pipe down there, but a really nice little valley stream down below. Cross over to the other side. Absolutely beautiful day today. So I ended up venturing down to the water here. At this point, I would like to recommend you finding a hiking partner that you can actually get along with. Just another quick check-in. We're just passing by the Caledon golf course, which had a turn-off for a bistro, which I'm certain would be open if it wasn't for COVID. But more trees, shade, lots of blue sky. And we're roughly 8.5K into the trail. And a little ways to go. All right, folks. So just on the other side of the road and on the other side of the tracks from where we had a bit of a break. And here's the map. So here's Inglewood, which is where we were, or where we are. And we just started over here just past Terra Cotta. And we got all that way up to Tottenham yet to go. So not quite a quarter of the way. Almost. Nice trail. So we're 20 kilometers in at the halfway point, Caledon East, and having a break for lunch. 5 hours in, and that's the Great Trail Kiosk. So Paul and I made it to East Caledon, which is the halfway point, and after a lunch we found ice cream. Cheers. Damn good too. Hey folks, so according to the recording on All Trails, we've just passed, what did I say, 32? Yep. 32 kilometers. And Palgrave is, again, roughly the 3/4 mark from the beginning before Terra Cotta. So we have another 4.9 kilometers to Highway 9 and another 4 and a bit to Tottenham. So long day. Sun's come out, sky's cleared up, probably mid-teens, and of course had to shed a couple of layers, and but turned out to be a beautiful day. So trail itself really pretty. Again, the halfway point, Caledon East, you can head off the trail and into town for a little bit. There's a couple of restaurants and a bakery that's right off the trail, so you can stop for a break and get something to eat, or ice cream, as we did. And yeah, more to follow. All right, folks, so after 37.28 kilometers, we have come to what this sign is claiming to be the end of the Caledon Trailway. So I am directly underneath Highway 9, which is here. And again, they're claiming that, thank you for visiting. I'm basically at the end. So where Paul is, and that trail marker is the continuation of the Great Trail, or Trans-Canada Trail, which also leads to Tottenham, which is our destination for the day. So, one very long day. Been at it for, just checking the time here. Wow. So just before 6 o'clock right now, and we started at 8, so that's 10 hours. Long day. Now we did have a break for lunch, and we stopped a couple times, but not for an extended period of time. So without any further ado, onwards we go to Tottenham, and which I'm sure is going to be at least a couple cold beers. Right, Paul? Exactly. Well, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, this 40k kilometer hike is doing me in big time. So at least we're in the final stretch, but yeah, legs are getting wobbly and the feet are getting sore. Hips are a little sore from the pack. Can't stop thinking about a nice cold beer or cider, something. But the sun's going down a little bit. It's past 6, so it's getting a little cooler. Got some nice tree forming tunnels coming up, so should be nice. And that's it, guys. End of the line. We're now in Tottenham. Part of the old rail line. First time that we've actually seen a part of it. And South Simcoe Rail, home of the steam train, by the looks of it. But I can tell you, 7 o'clock, so 11 hours. 11 hours of hiking and 40 kilometers. That's a big job.